Alright, so this video that you're about to watch is one more on the serious side. It's not like the stuff I generally have done in the past, but I do want to apologize. I'm not too sure exactly why, but I used my Gear 360, my Samsung Gear 360 for this video, and for some reason the audio and video is unsynced, but I'm using a video editing software where I can't separate the two, where the video audio and the video itself are linked, and I can't separate it like I could with Adobe Premiere. So I just want to apologize for that, but I just felt I needed to post this video anyways. So I hope you guys appreciate this next video, and I do apologize that I wasn't able to produce the quality that I want to produce videos. So, I honestly don't even know what this video is going to be. My roommates are gone for the weekend. It's Saturday. They left Thursday, so they've been gone for 2 days now. They're not coming back till I think Monday or Tuesday, one or the other. I don't exactly remember when, but that's besides the point. I'm not sure if this is going to be a video just me venting, or it's going to be a video of me telling my experiences so you guys don't deal with anything that I'm going through, or what. But I'm just gonna wing it, just because I have the entire place to myself, so I can. So I don't know, honestly, and it's hard for somebody with anxiety to realize things like this, but I'm not too sure if it was because I didn't have a whole lot of money, or if it was just because I'm in a new place and didn't have one. But I came out here on pretty much my last month of my medication that I was taking for anti-anxiety, anti-depression. And I was able to get it transferred out here the last month to a pharmacy out here. And I was able to continue taking it. But I never found a new physician to keep the supply going, I guess, so to say. I know that sounds very wrong, but that's the only way I could think of it. So I started trying to wean myself off of it. And I just would stop, or sometimes I would forget to take it. And with my medication, it got me kind of dizzy spells, so to say, to where if I went like this, I would get kind of dizzy, or if I moved a lot, I would get dizzy. It wasn't overly overbearing to where I couldn't do my job, I couldn't do basic tasks, but it was distracting. And so I started looking up ways to kind of wean myself off of it properly, or a little bit better. Well, properly, but improperly, because I wasn't having a doctor help me with it, I was just doing it myself. So I looked it up online, and I saw just going down by 5 milligrams, it kind of weans. It's supposed to get you off of it. But so I was the chart that it showed me had 40 milligrams of the same medication I was taking, but I'm only taking 10 milligrams a day, or I was. And so I was like, oh, okay. And it was going down by 5. So I was like, okay. I'll just cut my pills in half, and I'll just start taking 5. So I did that for a little bit, and then I would start trying to space it out every other day, every 2 days, every 3 days. But even when I was doing it every few days, I would get to the point to where I would start getting dizzy spells again. I was like, all right, what the hell? And so eventually I was just like, recently, I was like, you know what? I just need, being that I don't have another supply, and I'm already my body's already kind of gotten into 5 milligrams every so often. I'm just gonna up and stop right now, and I'm just gonna deal with the dizzy spells. And it wasn't the easiest thing to do, because they were still as strong as they were when I was taking 10 milligrams every day. But eventually they did stop, and in a good way, I'm successfully off my medication to where I'm not having any kind of withdrawal symptoms. Kind of. But I'm realizing now how much the medication was actually helping me. And I'm not necessarily an advocate for medication for everything. Like, you have a broken finger, you need painkillers. Oh, you have this, you need that. I'm not about just putting a medication with an injury, etc. But with me, I'm starting to realize slowly, and it may be because I'm in a new place with no friends, no family. Well, no, I have friends. I have my 2 roommates, which are my friends. But no family, no other friends, and it's just like, it sucks. And I'm realizing how much my medication was actually helping me, because I'm getting into states of mind that I was in before I started it. Not necessarily the anxiety is why I started it, but I guess depressive state of minds that I had back east. And having an apartment to myself, I thought I would love it. And don't get me wrong, it is nice having an apartment to yourself. But it's not as nice as you would think. At least for me. I kind of like, I had a thought, like, when I came out here in the living room, I was like, I don't know what to do with myself. Like, this is weird. It's like, I could never have a 1-bedroom apartment by myself. I'm homesick. And I'll just come out and say it. And I told everybody. I've told my roommates here. I've told my family. I've told my friends. I am not going back to New York. My family and friends may be out there. I will go there to visit, but I'm not going back there to live. I've made the trip out here twice now, and I've gone back once before, and I dreaded everything. I'm not going back. And not having... I have, like, don't get me wrong, like, my roommates are supportive, like, and I know they're probably going to watch this, so please don't think that I'm not saying you're supportive, but not having that support group, the multiple people you can kind of turn to, like, my one roommate, we talk, like, hours on end like a lot of nights, and we both vent to each other, and because we're both kind of in the same boat, and so we kind of understand each other a little bit more than others would. So it's nice, but it's just like not having that support group just hurt me a lot more than I realized. And I just had the same kind of friend group, and that's another thing is friends too. But I had the same friend group, and I was always doing things with them. And so going from not even going out like drinking wise, but like, and I was still kind of a loner in my apartment, which there was 4 of us in. But at least having friends you can go out and do things with, you don't realize how much it actually helps you until you don't have it. And I guess that's why there's this saying, you don't know what you have till it's gone. And I've been a really shitty friend and family member, son, grandson, nephew, brother. And I just don't know what to do. I feel lost. I just don't know what to do. And having the slight anxiety, whatever kind of anxiety you want to call this, it sucks because it also kind of melds into social anxiety to where I don't like doing things like going out on my own and trying to make new friends, or even talking. Like, at least having one other person that I know with me will open me up and make me a lot more social than me being by myself and going out somewhere. Because my thing is, and I think this is what goes through my head, is if I say the wrong thing and that, like, the person I was talking to walks away because I said the wrong thing, now I'm all by myself again. Or I won't be able to say the right thing. And as much as I hate to admit it, like, the one time I did go out, like, and what I've always kind of noticed with myself, having a couple of drinks kind of mellows me out, kind of makes me more sociable. And I've even noticed that when I was out back in New York, just having a few drinks makes me a lot more talkative, a lot more sociable, which is the same with a lot of people. But and there's been other things that have happened to me. A lot of people may know. Most of you may not. Or most of you may have figured out. And I guess it's still hard for me to even think about. I've thought about it in the past, like, month or so that it happened. Because, yeah, it's been just about a month now. And I've thought about it multiple times. Multiple times. And I don't know if it's because everything that's going on right now and it's just like piling up, and so me thinking about it is making it kind of enact this kind of response. But I don't know if sharing this is the right thing to do, and I'm going to come at it, I guess, open-mindedly, and not necessarily blame one person. I met a guy who I fell pretty much head over heels for, I'll admit. And whether we took things a little bit too fast is another story, and it's different people will have their own opinion saying yes, different people will say no. But I fell for him. And maybe I was still falling for him, and I was still in the process of falling. But my anxiety always got the best of me. Always got the best of me. And when I get anxious, I'm not the same person that I normally would be if you and I were to be talking about politics, talking about social issues, whatever it may be, talking about football. I'm not the same person. And I've been fixing that ever since I realized this. And it's harder than I thought. But I let my anxiety get the best of me. And I won't go into details why or what exactly happened. But he moved out to Arizona for college. And my anxiety got the best of me more or less when he was out in college. And we both made the commitment for a long distance thing because we both felt the same way about each other, and we both wanted to make it work. But like I said, my anxiety got the best of me. And I didn't, well, it's up to interpretation. But I said some things that were caused by my anxiety, and coworkers at the time kind of feeding into it I kind of vented into this one coworker, and it helped me. But then when we went back inside after I got done talking with her and another coworker were just feeding into my anxiety, and I was like, are you kidding me? Like, you know, I'm already anxious about this. But in the long run, he did end things between us. And I took it better than I thought at the time. And it wasn't until probably a couple of days later that it truly hit me. And I started feeling the way I do, I guess, right now. And he may be watching this right now. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not saying I hope he is. I'm not saying I hope he isn't. But the situation I was in, I had rather dealt with the anxiety and the anxious thoughts and the anxious side of me that I was going through at the time than deal with what I'm going through now. Because I cared for him. This is stupid. But I did. And I still kind of do. And this isn't me asking for him back. I can at least say that I know this video isn't me asking for him back. But this video is, I think, for me. For me to get everything that's in my mind out and try to help myself get to a better place. There's gonna be things like my ex that probably won't leave my mind. There's gonna be things where making friends will be out of my mind because I'll have friends. But I'm thinking that this just is gonna really help me. And I know I haven't really looked at the camera this whole time, but it's hard. As much as I could have, and I am now, when it's like when you're in the kind of sad mindset and you're crying or whatever, and you don't want the person in front of you to see it. And that's the best way I could put it. But I'm gonna actually try to leave the end of this video as a cheery point. I'm in Southern California. It's only probably 50 degrees out right now, and it's what, 10:30 right now. and all my friends and family are back home in snow right now. Not a big snowstorm, but they're in snow nonetheless. So I can't complain too much. But guys, I'm gonna be hopefully putting up more videos, so stay tuned, guys. And I will see you in the next video. See ya.